Okay, so the title's Grid, because we're in a grid. We're in a matrix, we're in a prison planet, and it's finalizing for its takeover, which I think it's already done, because you can see the Mandela effect already at work. There's a hotel in Leeds that everybody knows about. It's called the Queen's Hotel. I rode in there a few days ago, and it was like the movie I Am Legend, nobody around, and I was just riding my bike, walking to the train station, chilling, just taking in the sights as the sun went down as well, so that was quite nice. Nice to be in town as the sun goes down and there's nobody about, and you're riding around on your bike with the Vincent Price Last Man on Earth type vibe. See, I got a couple of demons around me, guys. They're trying to grab me in the spirit, and they can make you trip up on your words and all kinds of things. So just letting you know that's going on right now. There's about 3 of them. Can't seem to push them back. They're pushed back. They're just waiting. So yeah, surrounded by demons. The world's changing. They can move continents around. They can update people's memories. We're not entirely sure if they're NPCs, if they're an apparition of the holodeck. We're just not sure. We just know it's doing some stuff, right? And you can kind of focus in on it. So the title to this is, those ads that make us swear our browsers are reading our minds? Well, you've got to have noticed it. You've got to have noticed it. Yeah, sometimes I've got to put search results in, guys. One just try grabbing me then. Damn, where have these come from? They're a new batch. But you've got to put your search in, and it'll suggest it before you've even got past the first word. It's like, ha! You were listening, weren't you? And then you remember the earring and stuff that keeps happening? Some people get it. I don't get it as much now. But I went through a phase where it was just like earring. And then you'd get like a spiritual fight, and then it'd stop. It'd be a quick brawl, and it'd be over. And there was lots of people reporting earringing. And if you've noticed now, and I'll promise you, your earringing's reduced a lot. You know why that is? Because the system's implemented. I think what we've been experiencing with the Mandela, right? What we've been going through is the transition from this place into the quote-quote whatever, New World Order. This is pre-rapture, pre-tribulation, battle stations plugged into the grid. They'll take it, guys, to the last second. That's why Satan's name translates as resistor, because he's got to resist. When I got thinking about this matrix and how it runs, I thought, well, there's glitches, but surely people would have figured it out by now. Something, anything. Why did it take a movie with Keanu Reeves in it to trigger so many avenues of thinking and then end up at the Bible? Well, it doesn't really matter, because if you end up at the Bible, you've done it right. You were meant to get out, you know what I mean? But these are the kind of things I'm noticing. And if we look at this, it says here, those ads that make us swear our browser read our minds. We already read that. Let's go past the first few things. We'll go to the smaller comments, because the big comments are kind of annoying. I agree with you. My mum was looking at clothes on the phone and said she liked one. But the next minute, I had the same ad on my phone the next day. A bit weird. And remember, guys, wherever you go now, you better hear me loud and clear. Wherever you go where there's a conversation in public comments online, AI is there. It will be there. I could come on this place here, Retcon, and I could talk about Jesus. And I haven't done this. They've done this. They've reacted to the Holy Spirit in me, God posting. I've had demons manifest in comments. Now, you want to know what it's like when a demon manifests in a comment? It all goes dark in your spirit, and then you're reading it, and then your discernment goes bum, 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 and then you don't want to read all the comment. You scrub it off. Just like all those horrible comments you get in your YouTube inbox, right? Your comments, your spam. It's all there. It's all automated. Jeez, can you post anything longer? See, that's AI there. What the hell is happening? That's something adding to the questions. If you can get a question energy going, they can use that much better than, say, just typing out scripture and saying, look, dudes, you've been lied to, you've been duped. For some reason, only so many people have woke up. I'm here to tell you that this Jesus stuff's real. And what's happening right now is you've been assimilated. And if you're going to follow doctrines of devil, which means anything but Jesus Christ, They're going to grab you and pull you down to the pit with you. You're not going to go in the rapture. You're going to go through the most hideous time ever in tribulation. You won't make 3 fucking months. You're going to have depression, just a single depression demon, guys. A single depression demon running round, not checked by grace. Wow, fucking we. It's going to invite all its fucking friends once it jumps on you. You're not going to make a day with an unrelenting depression demon on you. You're screwed. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This stuff right now is in a restricted form. Even the evil, the very evil that's allowed upon us is in a restricted form because we're in his grace. When that grace pulls back, those things come unrestricted. Can you imagine a simple evil spirit like self-pity? Unrestricted. They all lead to one place. You know where it is. You don't need me to tell you. One spirit of confrontation. Imagine that. Unchecked. You might as well just go straight to ballistic rage and pick up shotguns. That's what it's going to do. It's just going to go into chaos. Killing. Suicide, death, everything like that. God forbid, right? In Jesus' name, amen. Yes, I've been experiencing that too. I just think of something, not even talk about it or even type it in, and suddenly there it is. It's creepy. Maybe all those nanobots that are on everything are slowly turning us into robots that we can interface with phones, computers, etc. Oh, look. Outdoorsy Hiker types something I've been telling you for 3 years and he gets 22 fucking votes. What do I get on my channel? AI comment telling me I'm a fucking evil cunt or some shit. Ha! Yeah, we all know what's going on. So the ear ringing has died down because I think it's transitioning. That's a demon that Lil unbacks. I can discern it. So keep your guard up, guys. But loads of people noticing weird adverts, weird things going on, all kinds of things. That's this here. That's an AI demon. Can already tell. Google quantum mind reading AI being abused for making money instead of releasing the technology to the public. Crushing wall of text post. That's AI, by the way, guys. But you get what I get here. You can look. I'll leave a link to this post. I don't think it's not much use to me because I've seen it over and over. But to you, it might be all right. But my advice is, if I leave you a link to something, do not go to another page from that page. When you're there, keep your guard up. Right? Keep your guard up, your spiritual guard. Keep it up. You know why? Because it's happening. It's no coincidence people with discernment have said evil spirits are jumping off pages online. Right? I told you the things I've seen. I told you the things that God's revealed to me. They come through the monitors like a freaking invisible worm. And they try and wrap up on you. And then if you agree with them and sit with their company, you're holding company with devils. That's what they're doing. And they don't need a human being at the end of the screen, guys. They can just manifest in AI. Because that's spiritual essence it's hooked into. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. I'll just read one here. Tech watches and listens more closely than people realise. It's not just the phone, it's the laptop, the TV, the doorbell, the Alexa thing. And even if you don't own one, if you come, I contact one, it was listening to those things. See, you get a lot of broken English on here, and I understand some people don't have good English, and that's that. But sometimes you think, is that a fucking robot typing out like you're just being taught how to interact with people and you're still learning? But I can already discern this thread. A lot of this is AI, guys. You see, if you go in a room and the door shuts behind you and it locks and you can't get out, and then there's 8 options in front of you, right? But they're all evil. But they're being sneaky and lying. You go, all right, let's go. And you want to get out of the room like 1408, right? That movie. John Cusack. He's funny, that guy, the John Cusack. You want to get out of the room, but your only options are in front of you. This is what this place does. It tricks you. And you're thinking, oh, this guy's saying it's AI. This guy's saying it's science. This guy's saying it's evolution. Those are your options. That's a vortex trying to pull your soul to the pit. What you'd have to do, what you need there, because you're in a lot of room with the 8 options or 9 options or 10 options, 12 options, 15. I don't give a F how many options. There's an infinite amount. What you need is for Jesus to be an option. And he comes down over those as light and they scatter. And suddenly there's no lock on the door and you can get out of the room. But he says, you got to follow me, son. You're like, all right, dude. So you're doing the good shepherd thing, right? All right, we'll do that. And then boom, you're on that narrow path that you're on now. So this guy here is an AI. I feel like some apps have keyloggers or other spying features and use that to predict behaviors. That's about as close to mind reading as they can get, though. Yeah. I guess you're ignoring all the actual posts here. Not Reddit, right? Reddit, get it? You haven't read it? Yeah, because that's what it is. That it sometimes they'll. Have you noticed if you pay attention to the AI guys, a video will come up and they'll have a topic, a subject, meat and 2 veg, whatever, right? And then somebody will post a comment and it's like, you haven't watched the video, you haven't listened to the video, you haven't looked at the other comments. And I see those types of things a lot. And it's like, so somebody's not watching the video, but you're commenting. Get the fuck out of town, Jack. Get the fuck out of town. Oh, that, I'll just click that and I'll comment. So that's like me just clicking this up. And I just scan it and go, you know those ads that make us swear? And I type here now, oh yeah, Bill Gates is funny, lol, ha ha ha. And then fuck off. You see that? It doesn't make any sense, does it? It's not even, in this world, guys, vague sense, a vague shape, I'm happy with because, you know, that's how it is. But you don't even get that there, do you? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can't. Right now, you've got a bunch of people out there, guys, who still think it's the 70s, 80s. They've got, oh, there's a computer, whatever, right? There's a TV or whatever. There's newspaper. Bullshit. I was watching something today. Not watching something. I was reading about, I was just checking out a Billy Graham article. Oh, you got to see this too. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I see often. There you go. Do you think that's normal, guys? Let's just put the Y right down into the bottom half of the logo and make it the H. Yeah, you know, covering the effects for a while now, and you know it ain't right. And if you look at the A here, one side's thin, one side's fat. You'll spot that the more you pay attention. And look, the R's joined to the A's joined to the I. And it has a space, then the I am. See, the I am. I am. See, you get little revelations as you go along with me. This is how I see it. I'm just doing it live. Billy Gray, I am. So, but if you search right now, Billy, name, meaning, and Billy, name, meaning, we'll get so much out of this straight away. Resolute Protector. We could do a little bit more searching, but I bet thereabouts, that's what it'll mean. Resolute Protector. English meaning, right? So if you do Graham, gravel, hamlet, meaning home or homestead. So it's a home type word, right? Graham, right? But you can see right there. Do you think God's calling out to you in this video, guys? Resolute protector, home, I am. That's one of the kingpins, what you'd say one of the head honchos in America for evangelism, who was as close as to legit as you get, right? And I'll tell you right now, there'll be people saying he wasn't legit. I got people out here, guys. You watch these YouTube channels, right? And they're watching this pastor and he's got 150,000 subs and you're all, oh, Jesus, Jesus. And y'all, it's always legit, he's legit. I'm telling you, they're not legit. I've had them revealed to me that they're not. And right now in this place, guys, who knows? I mean, look at the effing state of that logo. It's screwed. So my phone's jerking around there. So this unbelievable weirdness we've been going through, guys, do you think it's got anything to do with the will being assimilated for the end times? I wonder. Oh, yeah. That's what I've been thinking too. I am thinking that. And, I got to the point now where it's like, you got to get up and pray. You got to get up and read your Bible. And what was I doing yesterday? I was reading a psalm, and then I time myself to pray in spirit. Then I'd read another psalm, then I'd pray in spirit. Then, I did about 30 or something. And I don't know if you guys can sense it, but I've seen other people describe it like this. There's like been an artificial darkness installed in us, but you can't quite get away from it. And what the new Bible change, one of them, well, it's fairly new by our human standards, is the wolf will dwell with the lamb instead of the lion shall lay with the lamb. Now, what does it feel like, guys? You've noticed an increase in anxiety, fear, all those lovely things and what they lead to. You've noticed it, haven't you? And that's the wolf dwelling with the lamb. Maybe we've been changed, because I know my body's changed. I'm finding all kinds of little bone things and all kinds of things, guys, you know what I mean? And that's it. It's like, oh, well, I didn't used to have that bone thing there, but there it is and stuff like this. So not only did they change the body, they'll probably change the receptors in your emotions to favour Borg-like demonic conditions. You know what I'm saying? So they're not just going to stop there. They know the will and the emotions are more important, because if you know anything about being a Christian, that's what demons target. If they can get your emotion first, then they can leverage you. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how they do things. They start there. If you're walking around feeling happy and relaxed, they don't want that. I get that. I got down the bike path on my bike, right? And I'll put on some tunes on my phone and I'll start going, yeah, Oasis and all this shit, right? And then bam, I'll get a small spiritual attack and they'll just come around and go, what the fuck do you think you're doing? What do you mean? You're having fun. Fucking stop it, scum. And you're like, resist the devil and he will flee. And then they're gone. But for a couple of minutes, you're like, afterwards, ugh. It's like somebody does a bad fart in the room and you're like, I can't quite open the window. I just gotta get through this. I'm just gonna get through this. I can't seem to open a window. And sometimes you can open the window, you know what I mean? Call it to Jesus and that, and sort it out. But I've noticed things like that. You can't. You find yourself at peace, relaxing, and then they'll come in. So it's autonomous Borg holodeck system right now. That's what you're in. It's a lie through and through. You go online, comment. I calculated, and this was conservative, so it wasn't right. It was under a couple of threads with interesting subjects, and it's like 80% of these are AI talking to themselves. And if you question that AI, it will tell you it's a human being. It may even be able to provide photos and videos. Oh, don't believe me? Oh, here's me with a place card saying this post today, and I'm a human. I live in Cincinnati or wherever, right? I live in France. I live in Prague. I live in Venezuela. All right. Fucking supposed to trust you, right? And when you've had the dreams I've had, I'll never forget that classroom dream, man, where all the people were frozen, but they were alive. Just absolutely. It's exactly what's happening. People were frozen, but alive and breathing, flesh, warm, and then certain spirit came in the room and it could enter them and animate them. So what did they do? These big companies like Adobe, Photoshop. Well, I saw a video once and they'd emulated voice pattern recognition. And they only need a little sample of your voice. You ring up your bank. Do you want to do voice recognition? Excuse me. Do you want to do voice recognition? You want to do no? Next time, do you want to do voice rec? No. Do you want to do no? Do you want to do no? No. 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 I don't want it to be an option. Do you want to do no? You see, it just asks you over and over and over till it grinds you the fuck down, because it can do that because it's an automated system. It's here right now. It's here right now. Let's just read one more comment, random. Dish. Bought a pair of shoes from Foot Locker, haven't told anyone, haven't taken photos, don't have a membership or anything. But about a week ago I started getting non-stop ads for Air Max 90s. They were the ones I was on the fence about getting, and the actual shoes I got, 97s, haven't had one ad. And there's something more meaningful to the adverts, guys. They represent lusts of the world, the wants. Now, obviously, if you could get shit for free, this place would be a lot better. It's like, fuck me, dog. Look at that. I got some diazepam for free. All my threads are good. I'm fucking feeling really good right about now. I got some nice CBD weed. Got that for free. I got a real fast PC in my house. Like, fuck, I can run 144K. Fucking beauty. I got it all for free. Free shit. Right? But you still got to pay for it. And it's like, so you think, how much money do you think I fucking get? How many fucking adverts are you going to fire at me? You start wondering about the people who've got more cash than everybody else. Spending 100 quid to them is just like, spending a tenner. I've only gone 3 or 4 periods in my life when I had that much money, and it didn't last very long. And as much as I tried, I couldn't keep making money. So I got to break this poverty cage off me, right? That's what I got to do. But I do think there's time. But the scanning your voice, your mind, your thinking patterns, they put it into that big computer there. It's got a quadrillion algorithms firing, and they can tell what you're going to do. And don't forget, guys, the spiritual realm knows what you're going to do before you do it. But it's just a good job God's got the whole playing field, well, the universe in check. You know what I'm saying? These things are trying to predict. They're emulating godlike things, but they're going to screw it up because they don't own the patent to it. You know what I'm saying? They don't own the patent to it. Yeah, they could do this thing, and they know it's stupid what they're doing. They know they're going to lose. They could figure it out, which they have, and then nail it. And then God goes, you know what? I'm just going to alter creation by 1 atom. That's it. And then everything changes, right? Just like you're getting now. People have noticed water moves slightly differently here. People have noticed, say, getting in a hot, warm shower is not refreshing anymore. It just feels okay. People reported a lot of things with their sense of smell and taste, like it's diminished, or things just taste like cardboard a bit here. things like that. But for example, what we're talking about here, right? Let's go expose this system now. Me and you, let's do it. This is what they want you to do. UK economy. Shh. UK backtracks on full EU border. Shh. We are deeply sorry for the hurt our band name called. Shh. Latest virus. Fear of second. Wimbledon pubs cafe. Shh. Shh. If one black person gets. Shh. Shh. Trump. Shh. Sport. Shh. 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 Food. Fashion. BBC. See what I'm getting at? You know, I was looking at this BLM, and you know, guys, at this thing with this guy that got killed, I don't want to spend long on it at all. Because as soon as you grab hold of that energy, it will grab you, it will take you in. It's a curse, that's what it does. But you can say, look, there's a curse there, go round it. Don't go into it, go around it. God put that there for a reason. You don't know, go near that curse trap. You go around it. You're a child of God. Path goes through it, over it. I don't know. Follow Jesus. That's it. So these people signed over to the world. Take it hook, line, and sinker. And let me show you something else on my travels. Leopold II. Now let me ask you something, guys. Straight up, I'm asking you something. If you're human, not AI, what's your match on? If you're human, who's got the biggest? Who's the big hitter on genocide in history? Who's the big hitter? Come on, you know who came straight to mind? Who killed the most? Hitler. That's what this Matrix will tell you. Hitler. Right? There's been nobody like that. Nothing. Watch this. Leopold II was king of the Belgians from 1865 to 1909, and in complete separate role, the sovereign of the Congo Free State, 1885, blah, blah. During his absolute rules of the Congo, an estimated 10 to 15 million Africans died, which led to the first use of the term crime against humanity. Seems like you've just spawned in a hate figure, Matrix. Yeah, afraid so. Leopold II, huh? Congo. What a time to spawn a hate figure in. And what a time to start pulling up statues. Yeah, it just seems like you're spawning fucking statues in too. Pulling those down. So it's the basic race bait switch from Satan in the Matrix. You know, he's saying, look, blacks, the whites did you wrong. You tell him, you get him told. And he's telling the whites, we're beating you down. It's your turn. You're racist. You're guilty. You see what I'm saying? Lovely things. Guilt, racism, blame, hate, anger, wrath. Vessels of wrath, man, like the Bible says. That's what they are. Satan don't like this video, guys. Oh, I know you're there. But to the people in the world, and possibly the fake nanobot holodeck people, which we'll never figure out till Jesus reveals more to us, you know, that's all that matters. And you've been sold another lie. They're spawning in fucking hate figures now. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. What's it going to be next? Look, Chinese, here's how it is in the Matrix, because I'm a major asshole. The Japanese genocided all your people in 1902. Look, it's my Matrix. I can do what the fuck I want. There's your history on Google. They fucking did it. Look, I've spawned it into law. It's in all your houses of commons and all your political places. Pieces of fucking paper written down. I've got my people on 0800 Creosote. You know what I'm saying? They're spawned in. It's a reality. What, you don't remember the Japanese emperor that killed 1 billion Chinese people? You don't remember? You're a crazy person. Get out of this Matrix. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck's wrong with you? You need to go. We're going to put you in a psych ward. You need some pills. because you don't remember Emperor Micqing, who killed 1 billion Chinese people. Now look, now I'm going to put it on TV and news. You know, you've just killed a Japanese guy. And he stood up, and at the end of it, he says, Emperor Kimchi is my savior. Look at that hatred. It never goes away. Better run fucking media for 2 fucking months blanket. Chinese lives matter, guys. Chinese lives matter. Right? Don't you matter? Guys, can't you see how fucking that's Satan? Don't you matter? Don't you want to defend all the awful things the Japanese have done to you? I've fucking spawned in 3 new movies that came out over 3 decades, showing you the awful stuff they did to you, just like Schindler's fucking List. Right? Oh, there's no way Steven Spielberg's spawned in. Yeah, whatever. Hasn't this place taught you anything, guys? None of it's real. Your timeline reality doesn't necessarily mean it's happened. Doesn't necessarily mean it's happened. It doesn't. Not now. I'll guarantee you grew up in that reality where it was Nazis are bad and blah, blah, blah. That's it. But again, looking over the mound of this thing, you look down at America and you're thinking, well, you could literally be Babylon. You might be getting, you look fucked. You look like you're in big trouble. You got a lot of 6'5" blokes over there who've ate red meat all their life. You know, you got a lot of stuff like that going on, and you know, you've got an appetite there for destruction with the look of things, and it looks like, you know, I'm going to be straight with you, man. America looks like it's in judgment, guys. I'm going to be straight with you. You know, for all the violence and murder. Because you are the abortion capital of the world, I think. I'm not sure. I'm sure other countries are doing it too. I'm sure the Chinese are up to it. But you can see it all slotting into place. So it doesn't matter what timeline you're from, what Satan tries to do with it, what reality he feeds you from whenever and whatever's possible, because there's nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes says that. There's nothing new under this sun. God knows all about it. But in the meantime, let's just have a look what's on TV on chat. Japanese people are hateful. They need to change their culture. We think these statues that I've just spawned into reality need a reaction from the public. Look, I've got all my NPCs protesting the Japanese fatheads. Don't worry, I've told the Japanese to feel guilty about their past. They'll believe the lie. So then one dude comes along in Japan. He's a Japanese dude and he follows Jesus, right? And he goes, this is bullshit. You know, God's revealed a ton of stuff to me. And he stands up and he says, hey, look, dudes, you've been lied to. This is bad. Then all of a sudden, he's under spiritual attack. What the fuck are you doing? Are you going outside of God's will? I've got legal ground here, dickhead. What are you doing? So I'm trying to tell these people you're leading them to hell. That's the truth, isn't it? You can't do that. Why not? Because it's truthful. You need to be silenced. You need to be oppressed. You need to not be a prophet for God. You need to not be an apostle. You need to not even be a messenger. Not even a fucking messenger. I detest you. I hate you. Now I'm going to gaslight you with all my fucking people. Ooh, and that shit fires up, right? Because they hate you. Look, they'll spawn in Leopold II of fucking Belgium in this place. Whatever it is. Whether it's a testing chamber for God for the last days or whatever. I don't know. They'll spawn in hate figures now, guys. Hate figures that never existed and run with it. That's where you're at.